Good morning, backgammon fans. Bill Riles, Tar Mendocino of the Texas Backgammon Championships reporting from northern Cyprus. The 7th Merit Open International Backgammon Championships. It's Wednesday, November 6th. This is the day it starts. We're in the playing room. It's pretty much empty right now, but in a couple of hours there'll be 500 players in here, all looking to win the championship. We're standing before the brackets, the championship brackets, as you can see here. There's 312 players in the championship. I was glancing over the brackets here. We can see some interesting first-round pairings. There's 6 matches which will be recorded. I'm not sure exactly how many of those will be streamed. I think it's set up so they can switch between matches. But if we look at some of the interesting first-round matches, I just happened to notice right here the very first 2 names drawn were Layla Zalitskaya and Michelle Serrero, so that should be interesting. We've got a Hideaki Ueda and Jurgen Orlowski, great Japanese and German players. A second one, I'm not familiar with these names, Kimo Maninko and Bekture. We move to the second sheet. We have Akiko Yazawa against Philip Hallberg, 2 former world champions pairing in the first round. And we have what should be an entertaining match. Chris Rogers of the UK against Carter Madig of the USA. Carter won here 2 years ago. Moving on along, you can see perhaps the first half or so of the players have to play in the first round. Beyond that, people have a first round bye and will play in the second round. So you can see beginning here on over, all of the players are playing in the second round. So we tool on along here. We have another match that's going to be recorded between Mochi and someone named Bobrov. Again, unfortunately, I'm not familiar with that player. But if we move on across the bracket, you can see 312 players that are excited to be playing for this championship starting here in a couple of hours. Move on to the last sheet, the 5th. Our 6th, actually, recorded match is Amir Ezragi of the UK versus, I presume it's Philip Kazumia. Could be Peter Kazumia. But one of the Kazumias, father-son German pairing, our group, who is both excellent players. So, again, 2 hours from start, a couple of pieces of news to note. Frank Talbot of the USA is in the warm-up final, which will be played this morning. And also, just one note, I'd like everybody to keep them in their thoughts. Tom Zarenham of the USA, unfortunately, fell yesterday here at the tournament and broke his hip. He's had hip replacement surgery and is in the hospital for 6 weeks here in Cyprus, a minimum of 6 weeks. So we need to keep Tom in our thoughts and prayers. So anyway, we plan on doing any number of additional daily updates, interviews, what have you. But we're nearing the starting line and start this tournament, and everyone's excited. Thank you, and we'll talk again soon.